Today we discuss on an amazing simple machine, that is pulley. Basically, pulley is a disc. The disc is made of wood or of metal. And this disc has a groove. Okay, let me draw the groove at the rim. And this disc rotates about an axis. Okay, here, and this is the axle, and this axle is fitted to a frame. With the help of the frame, this can be attached to a rigid support, and one rope is passed over the pulley. What I am drawing now is a string or a rope. In the examination, when you draw pulley, no need of going this much work. You can make your work easy like this. Listen, you will make one circle. The circle will represent the disc with the groove. You make one dot here, and that represents axis of rotation. And you can make one frame like this. Well, here you can show one hook. Or you can use one rigid, like this you can draw. This is the rigid support. Rigid support. And one hook can be used here. Sometimes this hook may not be required, then your pulley you can make it like this. This is enough. Of course, a rope is passed over that. A string is passed over that. Okay, like this. In this diagram which I have made, here this axis of rotation is fixed, and we call it single fixed pulley. Well, I have got a model of pulley with me. I will show you. Here it is. This is the grooved wheel, free to rotate about this point. And I can use this hook to support it, and I must pass one string over this. Okay, let me do that work. Yes, here I have supported this pulley to the roof. Okay, please accept that. In this case, this axis of rotation is fixed, so we will call it single fixed pulley. Okay, you might have seen pulley is used in this way, especially when we draw water from the well. I have to raise this load. You know that here load is equal to weight of this lock. That is load is acting vertically downward. When the load is not moving and pulley is not rotating, please understand, weight of this lock is balanced by one upward force. What name is given to that force?
Tension.
Yes, tension. Tension developed in the string. This tension, if you assume our string is massless and inextensible, tension will be same at every point on the string. It passes over this, and here also tension will be the same. When you draw the diagrams of pulley system, please remember that we will show tension always in the upward direction. You will study more about the tension in higher classes, but now we will show tension in the upward direction. So here load is in the downward direction and tension will be in the upward direction. Okay, let me draw this situation. This is single fixed pulley. A rope is passed over this, or a string is passed, and here one mass is suspended, and weight of that mass, that is load. And here I will show load. I can represent load by the letter L. And here one upward force is balancing, that is nothing but tension. We will represent tension by the letter T. Well, of course, the rope is passed over the pulley, and here we are applying the force to raise it, that is effort, represented by the letter E. And on this strand of the string, what is the direction of tension? Upward or downward?
Upwards.
Okay, upward. That is in the upward direction. Well, this load is balanced by tension, so load is equal to tension. And what about effort? Effort is also equal to tension. Okay, from this you can find the mechanical advantage. Mechanical advantage, what is general formula?
Load by effort.
Load by effort. And that is T by T, that's equal to what? 1. So mechanical advantage of a single fixed pulley is equal to 1. What does it mean? It is not multiplying force. So single fixed pulley is not a force multiplier. Okay, let us see whether it will multiply speed or not. We are discussing on a single fixed pulley. Let us go for the arrangement once again. Yes. See, for the time being, I mark this. This is the load point. I am marking it here. Load point. Okay. On the board, I am marking it. Okay. And here, this is the effort point. I mark the effort point. That on the board, I am marking it. Okay. Even though it is on the string. Well. Let us go for displacement of effort. See, okay, effort point reached here, and you understand this is the displacement of effort, and load point from here. By the time load point reached here, this is displacement of a load. What is this? Displacement of a load. Okay. This is displacement of load. What is this?
Displacement of effort.
Displacement of effort. Okay. Displacement of load I am taking. So this, the help of this. Displacement of load. Let me mark it here. It is I hope you can see clearly from here. I am making one marker from here to here. I am taking this distance. I am taking this distance as a x. Displacement of load is equal to x. Let us see displacement of effort. See, same. Displacement of load is equal to displacement of effort. Okay. Now we can find the velocity ratio. When we find the velocity ratio, we will understand whether the single fixed pulley is a speed multiplier. Velocity ratio. Velocity ratio is equal to displacement of effort divided by displacement of load. In our case, displacement of effort is x, displacement of load, that is also x. So what we will get? We get 1. No, single fixed pulley is not a speed multiplier. So single fixed pulley is neither a force multiplier nor a speed multiplier. Then what is it used for? Single fixed pulley is used to change the direction of force applied or to change the direction of effort applied. For example, when you draw water from a well, directly you have to apply force in the upward direction, but it is easy if you are using a pulley. So in that way, single fixed pulley makes our work easy. But listen, Here we have found mechanical advantage is equal to 1. But please understand that is an ideal case. Practically, effort will be greater than load. Okay, now let us find the efficiency of this pulley in ideal case. So efficiency is equal to mechanical advantage by velocity ratio. That's equal to mechanical advantage is 1 divided by velocity ratio is also 1. Okay, you can represent this efficiency in percentage multiplied by 100%. So here it will be multiplied by 100%, and here efficiency of a single fixed pulley is 100%. That is in ideal case only. Practically efficiency is less than 100%. So if a question comes in your examination, why is the efficiency of a single fixed pulley not 100%? Let your answer be like this. That is the main reason.